All right, tonight we have a very popular Belgian Strong Dark Ale coming to us from a brewery that is very, very, very old, which most of them are from that region. Brewery, and I don't even know how to begin to pronounce this. Huyghe is how it's spelled. Hugie, Huge, I don't know. Maybe one of those pronunciations was kind of right. But this is Delirium Nocturnum, and it's extremely famous, popular, partially because it really sticks out on the shelf because it's a completely white bottle. As you can see, you can't see through it. And it's got the pink elephant. The pink elephants are synonymous with delirium. So they have, of course, Delirium Tremens, which I believe is their Belgian triple. And they have another, I believe, Belgian Strong Dark or a quad called Delirium Noel, which is very, very expensive. And I never understood why these beers are kind of on the high end of the on the price list. This beer I got for like $11.99 or $12.99 for this bomber. So they ain't cheap, that's for sure. It comes into us at 8.5%, which is decent, but a little bit on the low end on the ABV. For Belgian Strong Darks. Gets a pretty good rating, a 90 on Beer Advocate, a 94 on Rate Beer. And the brewery is in Belgium, Belgium, Melle. I don't know if the E's silent on the end or not. And it dates all the way back to 1654. So it's another really, really, really old brewery, as I mentioned before. And let's pour Delirium Nocturnum. Had this years ago. It's been years, long, long time. So almost having it again for the first time. Maybe the recipe changed, who knows. And as we pour it in here, we'll see a nice caramel kind of khaki colored head coming into us at about a finger, a little over a finger, maybe a finger and a fifth, maybe if I dare say a fifth. Very brownish, and it's a neat pour. It's a very Belgian-y, Abbey kind of looking ale. Let's get the aroma now. Quintessential Belgian aroma. Getting all the fruity kind of esters in this. Maybe a hint of chocolate. Not too much on the hint, but maybe a tiny bit. But very dark plum kind of fruity kind of smell to this beer. So it's just a very, exactly what you would expect from the aroma of a Belgian Strong Dark. I love this. This may be my favorite category of beer. So let's get the taste now of Delirium Nocturnum. Interesting in that there's the chocolatey kind of aroma that I kind of detected in a very, very slight hint of is more prevalent in the taste, as a matter of fact. I am getting that dark fruit kind of taste, the dark plum kind of taste to this beer. But a very, very subtle hint of chocolate in the backbone, which is kind of interesting. I'm not sure if I've had a Belgian Strong Dark that had a hint of chocolate to it. But this could almost pass as an Abbey double as well. Great alcohol legs. I mean, this is the kind of beer you sit and you watch Game of Thrones while sipping. Not any of the actual Game of Thrones beers. I've never had them, to be completely honest, and throw it out there. I don't want to knock the Game of Thrones beers because I haven't had them, but I scratch my head at their choices as far as the style of beers that they've had for those particular, and it's Omegang too. Anyway, we're not doing this beer a service by getting on a different subject. I'm going to have to go ahead and give a Delirium Nocturnum a very strong 9 out of 10. Of course, the bottle's great. That's the first thing that catches your eyes. You open it up, you pour it in a glass, you got that brown kind of pour with a khaki head. Nice appearance, looking like an Abbey Ale kind of beer. I like that hint of chocolate in it. The dark fruits are very, you can smell the dark fruits as well and taste the dark fruits, but it's not quite as dank as I like the perfect Belgian Strong Dark. Now, this is near perfect, but that's where I would probably knock off a little bit of it in that I want it to be a little more out there. basically. Other than that, it's a great beer, and if you can get it for a little cheaper, I would go for it. There are other Belgian Strong Darks that are probably a little tad better, that are maybe even like $1 or $2 cheaper for a bomber. But this one is definitely not a bad purchase if you care to spend the money. 9 out of 10, Delirium Nocturnum. Thanks.